On October 13, 2018, in Omaha, Nebraska, a night of professional boxing unfolded that would long be remembered. The main event featured a fight for the WBO welterweight title between reigning champion Terence Crawford and challenger Jose Benavidez Jr. This fight was personal right from the start for both boxers.
Let's do this. WBO welterweight championship of the world.
Now let's be real. Both Benavidez brothers have a reputation for being major troublemakers. Provocation runs in their veins. Both like to stir things up and believe they're the kings of the ring. So Canelo's dislike toward them was more than justified.
He's a fucking asshole. That's what I say. He's a fucking asshole.
Jose, the older brother and by far the bolder of the two, started provoking Crawford long before stepping into the ring. He loudly declared Crawford was just an overhyped media star, accusing him of actively avoiding a fight because he was afraid.
You guys are going to see a new champion come Saturday night. I don't see nothing special in Crawford. I don't know why everyone's scared of him. He's in it. Everyone's sleeping, and soon they'll wake up because I'm going to beat his ass.
He must be scared of something. He don't want to fight me. He says I'm a bum, you know, but the guy that he's fighting now has 5 losses and I'm undefeated, so. I mean, I've been wanting to fight him for 3 years now. The fight had offered me twice. I accepted it. I don't know, they denied it. I don't see nothing special in him, you know. So hopefully we get that fight, you know. And once I get that fight, I'm going to show the world that I'm the best, you know, at 147, and I'm going to beat him.
After constant provocations and insults, Crawford decided to take matters into his own hands. Out of nowhere, in broad daylight, he marched straight into Benavidez's training camp, confronting him face-to-face about his trash talk. The situation escalated into an even bigger scandal. By insulting Crawford's family, Jose effectively signed his own death warrant, but he didn't stop there. The main clash occurred at the weigh-in. As the two fighters stood face-to-face, Benavidez couldn't help himself. Smirking, he whispered something disrespectful into Crawford's ear and then shoved him. Crawford snapped instantly, throwing a swift right hand that barely missed Jose's face. This was no longer just trash talk. It was a genuine feud, one that could only be settled in the ring. So on that autumn night in 2018, the arena in Omaha was packed to the rafters. This was Crawford's hometown, and his fans created an electrifying atmosphere. Benavidez smiled, acting as if nothing had happened. He raised his hands, displaying confidence, making it clear he believed himself to be the main attraction. But once the bell rang, the moment of truth arrived.
Welterweight championship of the world.
From the opening seconds, Benavidez stuck to his strategy, immediately pressuring Crawford to prove he wasn't afraid of the champion. But Crawford isn't someone you can easily break down. He stayed patient, studied his opponent, adapted, and picked his moments carefully.
45 pounds. High is 54. Now the switch in stance.
The outside range with that jab while he stopped.
Early work with that jab of Benavidez.
He's going to have
sitting on top with that now southpaw right jab. As he comes.
Good counter puncher.
Break here, and then back to Crawford. And
I have to agree with you, Mark, on that. For Benavidez, he got Crawford in his ground and not allowing him. But Benavidez is keep making Terence Crawford tentative to fire them concentrate for 36 minutes and figure it out.
then go downstairs.
Well, I would take my little bit mentally. Get him to make. There he is.
There he goes.
Extreme concentrations.
There's Miss Deborah.
One thing you got to do when you fight Terence Crawford, you see him fire back with his.
Good exchange.
Confidence. He's never. I'm taking this good, and you can tell he plays Terence Crawford ducked him. I don't find any evidence of that.
Terence Crawford right now trying to get his jab working.
Imagine slides are usually more important than the real one.
Jab going from there. There's another scored well with that, with the hot pink gloves. You can tell the mind for the champ.
Come off the jab and shoot.
It is, like I said, it's a great counterpuncher. He has a good right hand.
That time does Crawford. There he works his way to the inside. Bud Crawford.
Right knee of Benavidez. That's target practice. Getting caught with those combinations and putting those earmuffs on.
Is the knee that was shot a bullet.
So much success going to the body.
The phone. It worked in the Benavidez camp.
It's not ready.
Benavidez can
Trying to support attack power and get out of the way of in this round. Taking control here. Fighter in the world. That's Terence Bud Crawford. Back, who's with Bernardo.
Bomac. It seems that it go behind that double jab, but he won't catch us. Get closer to him. So can't say anything about the power of Benavidez.
No, ain't no power. He ain't got no.
Just shook off a little taste of that power and stuck out his tongue.
Coming straight down the middle.
Bud went up top. Now he comes sweeping across. Out for that right hand. Trying to go to the body there.
It's high-level prize fighting right here. These guys are at mid-distance.
Crawford's getting his right foot out.
Watch the southpaw against the orthodox. Suddenly there's a switch to southpaw with Benavidez.
Looking for some help by switching southpaw. On, and he's looking to just create things, different angles.
Benavidez right on the belt line in round number 4 between these two. Oh, here in Omaha. Not going to change who I am. He hasn't so far.
Third round was good for Crawford. Fourth round.
Watching him beautiful, you know, he's making miss. You know, he can't feel the punch. Look, he's getting hit. He's catching him with those straight right hands. Look at that. How can you tell? We're so happy. We got to maintain that jab. We got to try to go up a little because Junior's not following him, you know, so hopefully he can keep like that.
Sure did. And not running makes a good
Politicking by Jose Sr. there.
Going the distance. I can't let that happen here in his.
And that right hand was a decisive blow in the previous round. The right hand. An excellent round so far.
He blocked most of those punches, but Crawford right now is Benavidez and have some success over the top. You see all the hand gestures.
The body again. That time
right in front of Benavidez. Crawford should pick up his feet and confuse Benavidez.
A guy who sits number 1, a top pound, retired.
Benavidez fought confidently for the first half of the fight, occasionally even showboating. However, Crawford gradually increased the pressure, breaking down his defense, catching him on counters, and becoming increasingly aggressive.
He was 16, 17 years old, and he was the prop.
Just pause and think about that. Manny Pacquiao at 16.
Occasionally, but he'll wait on you and he'll fire some combinations back.
But his, as a fighter, was based on those, except for when he was a kid.
At a downward angle. Good exchange right in the center. Interesting moment right there as Bud came in.
You'll be basing your sense of yourself on sparring a decade ago.
Right now, Benavidez said he's catching Crawford on the way out. Crawford had a tendency.
Crowd here. You saw him double up that left hand. Now he gets right in. Pretty body from Bud Crawford. Title. Half of this world title fight. And now, as Ward has it, 58.
Right now, controlling the outside. That's why he's able to land up the left foot of Benavidez.
To do just that.
Yes.
To land the straight left.
A lot of boxing dads who have
Benavidez standing still.
I think that it looks like
Bernardo has been monitoring both corners. What can you tell?
In a great place. To use a jab in this round, to not step straight back, to be more. I see Benavidez breathing hard, and I think.
You see, there's no jab. Now Benavidez.
And if you do that, you're going to have.
I don't see the same brio, the same
This, the start of where Crawford
attack from Benavidez that I did earlier in the fight.
covering up like
Of Terence Crawford.
CompuBox total punches outlanding him 93 to 6. You know who else notices it? The guy out
For Terence Crawford, landing his best stuff to the
observation on the feet, Mark.
fatigue.
Noticeable how it is. Comes in tonight with 18 knockouts among his 27 body.
That's the bolo shot.
Beats across. Crawford.
And of course, Benavidez shakes his head.
On.
Crawford comes in, left hand, right to the
Pocket, right in front of Crawford. Now he tries to put a combination.
body. Good exchange to close out the eighth. Benavidez Jr. had now. And Crawford up 78-74 here in Omaha. Started boxing at age 7.
In answer to Joe's question, is that right hand?
Forward more than even 6 rounds. But still, Crawford.
Stairs to be able to land some combinations up top like that. Got out of range right there.
He made the point before, that jab was...
I believe it's the knee. Nice.
His dog, actually it was a cat too. Nobody gets shot right above the knee by a cat at midnight in Phoenix. Someone targeted him, and he knows.
Come at me! Stepping right to him as he covers up against the ropes, and Crawford to the body. Probing now with a body shot.
Terence Crawford with a right hand.
Checking what the corners are saying. Here's Bernardo.
All right. Bud Crawford said, Bud, can you hear me? He looked over. He's
Involved.
I was always involved.
Really using his jab. He's there to be hit.
So let's see what Benavidez comes up with here as Crawford.
Shot right there from Crawford.
Draw him in again. Wasn't successful earlier in doing.
Blocking counter.
Benavidez to unload. Pushes him back.
What Crawford needs to do. He needs to stay close. Work.
Put. Crawford comes right back. Short left hook from. Going here in round number 10. And for Crawford to hold on to that long pound-for-pound elite in 6 minutes. Look at the power punches now. Crawford comes into this.
Chin in the heart. Chin in.
We talk
Looking to place that right hand again as Benavidez.
because he wants to hurt him.
Against Terence Crawford, he's too smart for that.
He is taking steps forward at least here.
He needs to let his combinations fly. You can't throw.
Feet. Looking at a go for broke 12th round. Create offense, and they provide elite defense. From the undefeated challenger as Crawford.
Thing he does. So what he doing? He's swept by Terence Crawford. There it is. That hook.
By the 12th round, it was clear Benavidez wouldn't survive. Crawford landed a perfect right uppercut, sending Jose crashing onto the canvas.
Not how we want to end this fight,
Oh! Crawford!
Benavidez managed to stand, but the champion left him no chance to continue.
Let's see how he goes about it. Sure, they all expect him to be. He is.
Ultimately, the referee stopped the fight, and Crawford ended this chapter exactly how he knows best, brutally and without compromise.
By way of technical knockout, still the undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, repping Omaha, Nebraska, Terence "Bud" Crawford.
Family is going to have a great night of celebration ahead.